Hello, hello, hello. Thank God today is Monday. Hi, guys. So, today is not just Monday, it's Money Day. Yes. So, I know you guys are ready and raring to go, and you're going to be enjoying your Money Day. So, today, before we get started, just want to give you guys a reminder to click like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I also want you to go ahead and hit the notification bell so you can get those personalized notifications when I send out a new video. Yes. So, as you know, today is Money Day. What are we going to do today? We're going to be continuing our butterfly effect series. I cannot wait. I am so excited. Being a butterfly, transforming from that caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly is an awesome experience. So, I want to help you guys not just start that experience, but walk you through the few steps and stages that are associated with moving from a cocoon stage to flourishing into a beautiful butterfly. But before we begin, as usual, I'm gonna have to go in and get our affirmations in. Yes. So today's affirmation is going to be centered around growth, seen as butterflies transform from that ooey gooey sticky caterpillar into a beautifully winged and decorative butterfly. So our affirmation today is: today I am attracting the people, the places, and the things that are perfect for my growth. Let's say it again. Today I'm attracting the people, the places, and things that are perfect for my growth. So, here's to you growing, and here's to you flourishing from that caterpillar, and that's a caterpillar as an employee, into that beautiful budding butterfly entrepreneur. Hey. All right, so let's get started. So, as I said, today is the Butterfly Effect series continuation, and today is going to be centered around leaving your inner caterpillar behind. So, you're going to have to leave that inner caterpillar, of course, in your rear view. There are a few steps that I want to help you guys with in order to help you transform. Now, most of what I'm going to be telling you today is not necessarily explicit. If you want some more information, you can always reach out to me and I can help you, because do remember, all stages in life are different and everybody's journey is different. So what I'm giving you is not a cookie cutter approach. I'm giving you a personalized and a customized approach at getting your inner slay, at getting your inner caterpillar out, wrapping yourself into that cocoon, and flying off into the beautiful world of entrepreneurship with your fresh wings. Right, so let's get into it. So, how do you leave that job that you really have just wanted to leave for a very long time and you've been raring to go to leave? Well, there are many ways one can leave a job. One can just easily resign, as well as one can be fired. That one is not something I recommend. I recommend, as a professional, you do all that there is in your power to do an awesome job, and if needs be, you can resign when it is that you and your employer are ready. Because remember, there's nothing worse than leaving an employer in a rut where they're not prepared. So even if you're going to be resigning without giving the 2 weeks notice, you would have had to done things internally to help create some structure and some transition. That's not recommended, though. I don't recommend leaving without notice. That's only taken as a course of action in extreme and untenable circumstances. And as a professional, that is my take on it. So, the last option at leaving a job, of course, is redundancy. You're not necessarily willingly leaving that job. You're being asked to leave. As a matter of fact, your position is being made redundant. So it's not that you have a choice in the matter. It's because of whether it's a financial situation or it's a political situation, your role is being made redundant. So what's the first thing that I recommend in getting on that journey to entrepreneurship? I recommend, in terms of leaving that job that you have taken forever to leave, let's say you've been in a role for 20 years and you're not seeing any growth, you're not seeing any movement, and there's just this one thing called fashion designing that you've been dying to do. First thing I would recommend you do is to ensure that you look at your company rules. Usually there is a contract that you sign, And if there's no contract, then there's an agreement. That usually guides you. Every contract has what we call a sunset clause. Your sunset clause will tell you what are your do's and don'ts in leaving your role. It will tell you what it is you need to do, how you need to do it, what your office needs to have in terms of documentation, and who you need to communicate with, and what, most importantly, what you need to communicate. Once you've checked your company's procedure on leaving your role, then the next thing I'm going to say you should look at is weighing all your options. You need to be strategic on this one. Ensure that all your options are not just functional options and not just pragmatic or practical options, but these are options that are well planned and that will benefit you in the very immediate future. Because no one likes to leave a job and not have a plan, because that means that you'll be left literally standing out in the cold, whether it's financially, because let's face it, we're all concerned about the finances and what we're going to do. So the third thing I recommend is going to be skilling. I like to refer to it as upskilling, reskilling, or retooling. In order to leave your role, there are times when you will be flustered, for want of a better word. So you have to ensure that you have the appropriate skills you will need to help propel you into the world of entrepreneurship. An entrepreneurial journey is not a journey that's very monotonous. It means it doesn't go in just one direction. An entrepreneurial journey can take many different routes, many different channels. So you need to ensure that you have a plethora, a wealth of skills that will help you navigate this entrepreneurial journey in such a way that you are not left lacking, and you don't leave those in your life lacking. And then the fourth thing I would recommend is that you get your money right, because of course today is money day. So I can't be giving you this grand speech and not telling you about how to get your money right. Now, what I like to do is I like to work with budgets. So if I know that I'm going to be paying rent, I'm going to be paying for loans, I'm going to be paying utility bills, I like to get that right. So I like to ensure that I have a clear budget. So if I'm going to leave my job, let's say today, I will have a budget that I'm working with in terms of how I will live for the next 6 months. What is going to be required each month? How much it is that I have leaving this role, so that I can cushion myself. What are my savings like? What investments I've made, so that I can have that cushion. What is it that my new business is going to require me financially to do, so that I can have the cushion to basically live. I can take care of my basic expenses while going on my entrepreneurship journey very easily. And the fifth thing, which is the final thing, is getting your timing right. So for me, I like to set goals for how long it's going to take me to basically go along my entrepreneurship journey and to achieve entrepreneurship. Most persons will chart a path. For example, if they want to start a business, like for example a call center, they will sit down and pencil out what it will take, how long it will take, and what's going to be required from you. Now, if you've sat down and charted that journey, then what you need to focus on is ensuring that that journey doesn't take you too long, because there's nothing worse than leaving a job and not being able to start something off in the required time. So at that point, you'll be basically idle. So you're not doing anything. You're working towards a goal that is taking so long that it seems almost as if that you need another job in between. That's a whole nother discussion, because there have been cases where I personally recommend that, look, you may not be able to start that business that you've dreamed of today when you leave your job today, so you may need a transition. So at this point, I would definitely recommend to you that if you have that difficult situation where you need somebody to give you some guidance on how to leave that job, how to start that first step to your entrepreneurship journey, give me a call or send me an email, send me a WhatsApp, send me a DM, slide up in my DM. I have no issue with that. I can always give you some help and help guide you along this very interesting journey. Thank you guys for tuning into our Money Day feature, and I am definitely looking forward to next week's feature where I'm going to teach you how to budget. So thanks for tuning into Money Day. You guys have a great Money Day, and don't forget, click like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'm looking forward to next week, and I'm going to be sending you some juicy stuff in between. Thanks, you guys. Have a great Money Day. Hey, bye for now.